Hey everybody, welcome to 24 Slayton. I got Arlin here again. We're going to do another podcast. This is on a different note. We still got him in the studio, so we might as well just keep it going. Get it out there. So
we all know the next time he's going to come back.
he'll be back. So,
yes, I will.
So we're going to talk about some football stuff and some more life stuff with Arlin. Not too much on other whatever. But this is you played before.
Yes.
And you are actually a really good student of the game, right? You've
Yes.
done a lot with the game, and now you're a coach, and you coach. You don't coach Arlen's team, right? A3, A3.
No.
But you go watch it.
I watch. I try to stay away from it. I don't want to be that. What do you call it? The daddy ball type. I don't want to do
football
that.
dad.
Yeah, the football dad.
Like a soccer mom,
You're
but
not
football
yelling.
dad.
You're not yelling from the stands. I see
No,
you yell.
I'm a fan.
I see you yell a couple times.
I'll
No,
yell.
just play.
I'll yell for his perfection. I don't yell at anything else. I don't yell at the coaches. I don't yell at the refs. It's more for him.
I remember you talking to ref. No, we said that's because there was a there was that one time when you did go to the coach. You didn't get out of play. You just had something happened, and there was a play on the field, and you knew the rule,
Right.
and you had to voice your opinion
Yes.
to the referee. You didn't,
Yes.
but you just
I
not that it
gotta
made.
let them know because they made the wrong call.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, hey, the rule doesn't go like that. That's what I was more saying. I didn't get involved as far as a battle of opinions. I was trying to state the rule, and they didn't go.
Yeah, they didn't know. They didn't really know what to go on. They actually the way they handled it. I was looking. I was like, it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
It was. Besides, they had the one kid that I think he was 15, 16.
Probably.
That kid was
little brother's birth certificate.
Yeah, that kid was.
Oh, it's like what do you call it? What was that one movie with like John Heder and the David Spade is like, hey, I'm 12.
Yeah. That kid was big and fast.
Yeah.
And all you do is give it to him. That's what they did. They we're like, okay, they're gonna give it to him. He got it, ran to the touchdown.
Yeah.
Just making fun of everybody though. But yeah. So let's talk about football players. You guys both like football. So
Yes.
what do you think? Let's go with backs. We'll go with fullback and running back. You already know who my favorite running back is of all time. So what do you think? Who do you think you're the best running back? I mean, it's not kind of hard to go back and forth.
Are we going to do all time, or we're doing current?
Let's do all time. I mean, Jordan's probably gonna do current because he's only went back like 3 years, maybe 2.
Well, after watching all the Barry Sanders, you can't deny Barry Sanders is kind of crazy.
Well, he was. I mean, Barry Sanders was really good, but there were some really good running backs.
Oh, really good.
Yeah, really. I mean, he did what he did for that. But yes, he is. I mean, Peyton was good, and Jackson and Christian Okoye was just a big dude, and Walker. What's the guy from Florida, from Houston? Campbell.
Oh, Campbell.
Campbell was a beast.
Yeah,
He's a beast.
I
think it's more like on finesse and.
Yeah, there's different backs for different things. So you want to go all around. You want to go catching out the backfield back. You want to go just bruiser back. You want to go
Finesse.
All time, I think just the greatest ball carrier I've ever seen was number 20 for the Detroit Lions.
Yes.
That dude,
yes.
I'm
Yes.
sorry. Like that guy was like, he was like a painting. He was like one of those Mozart songs. You know what I mean? Like it just
classic.
Yes.
The craziest thing was he was tall as me. He was 5'8".
Yeah.
No, 5'6", right?
Yeah,
he was 5'8".
Yeah,
He was 5'8",
So
he
his
was 5'8", 200 pounds.
Yes. So he was like 30 pounds more than me.
Mm-hmm.
And he was the same size.
Right.
So
And I
I could have been in the NFL.
But the thing that what's crazy is, a lot of people don't understand. Barry Sanders did a lot out of the single back set.
Yes.
And that wasn't the best set for him.
No, it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
When he lined up in the eye, he was the greatest back I've ever seen in my life. And everybody's like, well, he's 5'8", 200 pounds. He's not supposed to play in the I formation. But if you look at his film, when he lined up in the I formation, he was the most deadly football player I've ever seen in my life, carrying the football. That single back, it's okay, but I just think he was so good at the I formation.
And if you look at how he started and what he did, like he wasn't good in high school. Well, he was good in high school, but he didn't play.
Yeah.
But he wasn't even a running back in high school because they said he was too small.
Yeah, they let him play. They let him play because their running back got hurt, and they let him play from then on. And that's what was crazy. Like
his junior year, I think. The senior got hurt, and they didn't have anybody, so they told him, "Well,
go ahead.
Well, we'll go ahead. We'll give you a shot because we don't have nobody else." And he ended up being the most dynamic player.
Yeah, and then same thing happened in college. He got drafted, and they weren't really doing anything. Then he was behind Thurman Thomas, so he didn't play. He was still. They put him at kick returner, and then he broke records there. Right. And they said, "Okay." And then Thomas left, and he just took over.
Well, what's funny is Barry Switzer was the head coach at Oklahoma, and Barry Sanders was a huge Oklahoma fan growing up in Wichita, Kansas. That's where he wanted to go. Obviously, they were like, "Oh, nope, that kid's not good enough to play at Oklahoma because he's too small." It's kind of I think he was able to go to either Oklahoma State, and then he had Kansas State. Yeah. So. And he picked Oklahoma State, and his dad was pissed off because it's like, why are you going there and they have Thurman Thomas? You know, and he's like, I feel I want to go there. I remember his sophomore year, Barry Switzer, they were playing Oklahoma. Oklahoma obviously beat them. But Barry Switzer said, whatever you do, he told his team in the locker room, whatever you do, don't hurt Thurman Thomas. Don't get him hurt. Players are looking at him, what do you mean, coach? What do you mean? Don't hurt him. Just do whatever you got to do to tackle him and just play him normal. Don't hurt him. Because if you hurt him, that back that's behind him is going to kill us. That's what Barry Switzer told his team. Like, don't let that guy on the field. And then his junior year after Thurman Thomas left, that's when Barry came in his junior year. People don't understand that. Barry never played his senior year in college. He went to the NFL. He only played his freshman, sophomore, and junior year, you know. And he had the best, to me, it was the best college football season. For a running back, it was the best season for a collegiate running back ever.
Yeah, that's what they said. He broke all the records.
He broke everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, ball carrier, I say him. Natural ball carrier. You know, you want to put others in, you know, you got, I mean.
So, in your career, you played football, you know, you did some stuff. Oh, no, I have another question before we go to that. What do you think is the hardest sport to play of all sports?
That's a good one.
Like, what's the hardest sport you think is to play? Go ahead, George. You can.
I legit think it's hockey. It's so you have to think about how am I going to control the puck? How I'm going to take it away? I'm using a tool to get it away from people. On top of that, I'm using another tool to move, and you also have to worry about the flooring, like, because you're on ice. So there's way too many variables. And on top of that, the sport is so aggressive and fast, and like, it's just, and I feel like it's one of the most taxing ones as well. So I think hockey's kind of like ridiculous.
Hockey goes like the guys that play hockey, they put 100%, 110% effort for a minute and a half.
Yeah.
2 minutes. Like, you go as hard as you could, jump off.
Yeah.
If you don't come off breathing hard, can't breathe, you ain't working. Yeah. So they come on, that's what they do. So that's different. But
I put hockey up there. And the reason why, you can't get off the couch and be like, I'm going to be a hockey player. You can't do that.
Yeah.
You can't, because you gotta have hand and eye coordination, and I mean serious hand and eye coordination. It's not like baseball hand and eye coordination. It's different because you got a puck that you gotta be in control of while you're ice skating. Yeah. So you gotta know how to skate. You know, if you don't know how to skate, you can't play hockey. Yeah. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean hockey. I believe it probably is one of the most difficult sports.
And they are good athletes. Like they
really are. Yeah.
Like when they played before, they had that. And you probably don't remember it, but superstars, those superstar thing. When you get the best of each, like football, basketball, baseball. Gretzky ran faster than like a few of them. Yeah. Like Gretzky was.
No, I mean,
he was 6'4" or something like that. But yeah.
But then too, you know, especially playing hockey at a high level, like. Even if you were playing hockey in high school, I think it would take more skill than any other sport.
Yeah, I mean, I think baseball's hard. I think baseball's also hard. I think golf's also hard. But I think baseball, just the hitting the ball it's hard. Like to know how to hit the ball, that takes a lot. And then once you're playing, it's like once you're hitting the ball, it's 9 against 1.
Right.
You know, so you have to try and get into a gap, try and get on the base. There's other things, but it's not hard to. It's hard to hit. It's hard to pitch. It's hard to see. But other than that, the other spots aren't that bad.
Right.
I mean, you have to.
Like you just have to react.
Speed and knowledge, kind of. You can probably get away with that on the outfield and stuff. But the other part is different. You know.
I don't think people know how hard it is to throw a 90-mile-an-hour ball.
Or throw the ball and then also hit that ball.
Right.
Yeah.
Or if it's coming to you, get out of the way because.
Yeah,
That's
you hit a ball. If a ball comes off the bat and it's heading to a pitcher, you can't move out of the way fast enough. Some of them pitchers, man, they got some cat-like reflexes. You know what I mean? You get a ball coming at you and you move it or they catch it. I'm like, I don't know if I could do that. I'd have took that one to the dome.
And then you also have golf is a little different. And with golf, I don't think it's that hard. It's just
it's hard to play at the highest level.
I feel like it's like it has a lower floor but a much higher ceiling.
Right.
Yes. To learn how to, it's not hard to learn, but to learn how to play it good at that level, it's different.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like easy floor but hard ceiling. Like hockey has a high floor. Like you have a lot of,
like you said, you can't get off the couch and go play hockey.
And basketball, baseball. I mean, it's not really. You know, you could. It's difficult. Yeah. I mean, at that level up on top, it's a lot of athleticism.
What would be hard is if you grab someone that can't play basketball that well and you put them out there with NBA players.
Yeah, that's
different. But you can go to the the Y or the
parks,
or whatever. Yeah, and you can get
like a pickup game,
and you'll be okay. You can get by. Like that's what I'm saying about hockey. You can't do that.
Right.
Like
you can't go to a pickup hockey game and just be like, yeah, I'm gonna play.
No, not from beginning. Like if you worked a little bit.
Right. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, you still wouldn't be. I mean, I played hockey. It's not the easiest thing.
It takes some skill, right? Like you gotta know something.
I'm not that great at it. I'm not that good. I mean, but whatever. Yeah, there's stuff. And then let me see what else is there. Boxing. That's more just athletic, just training. Other than motocross and racing, car racing, I think that's another difference.
That's hard too.
Yeah,
there's a lot of mental involved in that.
I think motocross is really hard because it's really physical. It's really
people think, oh, you're riding a bike. How man, I've ridden a motorcycle around a track and I think I did 2 laps and I couldn't feel my arms.
Yeah,
and I wasn't even going fast. You know?
It's the thing about motocross is it's to ride. It's fun.
Yeah.
But when you start riding the track changes every lap.
Yes.
So that's another difference. Just on, like, if you know how to ride a bike, you do. But then to react and think, and that's another difference because it's not just you; it's the bike has to go, but plus the train. You have to work with the train.
Right.
So that's another. I mean, you're thinking, you're learning. It's a little different, but.
And then at the speeds you're riding, you're traveling at some.
Yeah. At the top speed is different. In car racing, I think the same thing. I think it's more mental.
Right.
So I think hockey, there's so many variables that you have to work with to get it. I think the same thing, hockey.
Yeah, hockey. It's got to be hockey.
Yeah, what about League of Legends?
that you got me on that because I can't even.
I don't even know what that is.
It's the biggest video game competitively.
What about COD then?
Call of Duty?
Yeah. Is that a sport? That's a sport, right?
Yeah, like both League of Legends and Call of Duty are considered sports.
Yeah, they're considered
sports.
Yes. They were at X. When I went to X Games that one year, or one of the years I went to X Games, they had in Austin.
Yeah. I think
they had Austin. So they had the Call of Duty guys were in there. They had this big tent. They were playing there, the whole setups.
Because they were sponsored by Red Bull.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So they were there with the whole new League of Legends. I'm not League COD. Yeah. And they were doing it. So when you look up top 10 athletes for X Games, Tony Hawk was number 9.
What?
Yeah, I think I know who was number 1 at the time.
And they were looking at it, and they were looking at it, going like, people are like, who are these guys? Mm-hmm. Well, inside the auditorium, it was packed. They were turning people away.
Do they not know Tony Hawk did what, a 920?
Yeah, it did not do good.
But didn't matter because these guys that play Call of Duty, have all these streaming fans,
oh my god,
which kill, you know, and
No, and it's more like
that's insane to
like
even compare though.
Yeah, no, but like also think the audience. Are you gonna, like, a Tony Hawk fan? Is he gonna be more likely to vote for Tony Hawk than?
I understand that, but for those to put those gamers in the category.
Well,
okay.
Yeah,
Well,
it's supposed to be a game. Like they're gamers playing a game.
I mean, I understand.
And that's where it was. That's where
like
they had to change it.
That's like you're good at Madden and you compare a Madden player to Barry Sanders. Like,
Yeah, but
really?
but
you can't do that.
Okay, but like, I'm gonna defend the Call of Duty players. Like, there is still a lot of those types of skills that, like, we were talking about before. Like, for example, when you're talking about how the hell are you gonna hit the hell are you gonna hit a pitch when it's insanely fast? Right. Okay, when you're playing Call of Duty, you have to make sure that you're checking your corners and you have to react to see if I'm gonna have to flick my mouse to see if I could click on their head specifically.
Right.
And like, it's not that easy.
But a lot of that becomes muscle memory.
Yeah, but a lot of it is muscle memory, and that's like kind of what I was thinking. Like, when you're playing, you're playing a fighting game, like you can't react. Like, you physically cannot react to a lot of the things that they do, and I feel like you can't physically react to a pitch. Like, it's coming at you so fast, and from what I've understand, like, about reaction times, the average human brain, like, you guys would be, no, actually, you're probably faster because you've done athletics and all that, but like, the average human brain could react at at 7 frames, which is 7/60ths of a second. So, like, there are going to be times where you're going to have to, like, react to things that are faster than that.
As a gamer, you mean?
Yeah.
You know why that is, though, right?
Yeah. For the 4K.
No, there's no fear factor.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, there is no fear factor, but
there's no fear factor when you're in a gaming. When you're there about to hit a pitch and you got to react to it, even though I mean, fear factor is a very small thing, but it's still there when you're in a live a setting. You know what I mean?
But you still get it. You still get the type of adrenaline rush, and like, if you're going to be at top, no, like, but
not
like,
from a you're.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I could say yes, but you're not going to get the same feeling playing the game.
No, you're not going to get like the exact same feeling. But if you're going to want to be like that top level, you're going to have to either try to simulate that.
I know somebody that's at the top level.
Yeah.
Andy plays like top level COD.
I mean, I get that,
but
still,
I watch him play, and he's more like.
But it's not even. But I'm saying it's not even that. Like, I know it's not a comparison, but. You take these COD guys and you give them a gun and put them in an actual live setting, they're not going to play the same.
Because they don't get free lives. Because they don't get free lives.
Well, not only there's a fear factor involved. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's when you're doing, like, these guys at the X Games doing these things they do at X Games, there's a small thing of fear involved when you're doing it, because something could go wrong. Yeah. When you're playing a video game, there's nothing that can go wrong from that fear standpoint.
Yeah.
So it to me, it's just different.
Yeah,
you know
but like,
I mean?
I still like I'm still saying that there's still like a level of mental athleticism.
Oh no, you're right. Yeah, that's true.
And also, like, they now consider, like, chess is also becoming on that level too.
But that's more of thinking, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I get what you're saying, because what you're saying is when you're playing anything that has to do with competition. If one person is different from the other, there it is right there.
Yeah.
You're basically setting the table.
Yeah.
I can't get on Call of Duty and play as good as someone else.
Yeah.
Because if it was all the same, then we would all play the same. And
yeah.
you don't. So there are levels. I get that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying when you compare a Call of Duty person, or what's the other game called? League of Legends. You compare somebody playing those to Tony Hawk. Doing a 900, it's like, to me, it's I can't fathom.
Well, it would be kind of like you play Madden.
Yeah.
You and Vince play Madden, all that stuff, right? So you guys play Madden. It's different playing Madden than playing real football.
Right.
Yeah.
And no matter what, the adrenaline's different, but there's no the excitement's different because you guys are playing a game, but you're not playing. It's different game.
Yeah.
There's no. You're not gonna get hurt. You're not gonna get this.
The fear factor is good.
But it's still exciting.
Yes.
But it's not. Then and the motor skills aren't the same. All that stuff's not exactly the same because you're kind of using this and this.
Yes.
You know, you're not really using your feet. You're not.
Yeah.
You know, unless they made the game where you can act like you're running.
But then everybody it would be different for everybody at that point.
Yeah. Then it changed. If you had to like tap the thing so you're like running.
Yeah.
And then you're doing this, and then some guys would probably make some kind of thing so that it makes it look like you're running, so you don't have to move your legs. You know.
Yeah.
Which would be cheating, right?
Yeah. But I was gonna go back to the baseball.
Also, computers is the difference. If you have a better computer, it's going to take out lag. It's going to take out this. It's going to help you. It's going to help you. Your computer's also going to help you go faster.
Yeah.
So it's like steroids.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. But the thing about baseball, like I talk to guys that play baseball, when they see it, they could see the ball's not. If you watch it enough, like you're there enough, batting cages and stuff, you see the ball, you see the spin, you see it coming off his arm. So it's not the 7 frames or whatever it is. It's different because you see it. When I ride my dirt bike, I see the dirt. I see the different. I'm looking out 10, 15 feet in front of me. I could see the what's different, where I want to hit, what looks different. I could see little rocks. I could see everything. I could still see people coming. I could still see this and react with all the things I have to do to react.
And that's your seeing. There's a lot of other things you feel, right?
And that's all from playing and playing and playing.
Yeah.
Him playing football, it's different. He plays football, and then once he goes, he reacts.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's a lot of muscle memory,
Right.
and for other people, it's so fast.
Yeah.
But for him being playing so long, it starts going to slow motion.
Yeah.
A lot of things for me.
And same thing with that's what I mean. That's why.
But that's what I was gonna go at. Like I feel like a lot of it isn't just purely reacting. I feel like a lot of it is just understanding like my opponent. Like, because everyone has their habits. If you're a pitcher, you're gonna have a habit, and you're gonna like once you're able to like realize like, oh, he's gonna do this.
Yes.
That's when I'm gonna hit. Like I'll be like, okay, I like this, like.
So you have habits on games?
Yes, exactly.
But how do you? That's. I mean.
You've seen players like Vince sees stuff when you guys play, or you see.
But you're seeing it in the game. I get that.
Well, that's what you're seeing.
But you got to understand when you're playing like Madden, the person you're playing against does not control all 11 players. They only control one at a time. So it's when you understand it. If he's not controlling a certain player, you kind of know what the computer's going to do with the other player. You get what I'm saying?
Okay. I suck at Madden, so.
Yeah. I'm just putting it in perspective. But that's only because football theory is involved. You know what I'm saying? If I'm playing you in Madden and I'm on offense and you drop in a cover 2, I know what a cover 2 is. So I'm looking at your defense. I know what they're going to do. Now, you could get control of a player and do something completely different with that player that's not supposed to happen in cover 2. But I could see you controlling that person and doing it. But all other, 10 players on the game are going to do the call of cover 2. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you're playing like these COD games and all that, how do you... Like, how can you see someone's tendency?
Okay.
When they're on the other side of a screen, you can't see them.
No, you could easily. Like, there's a lot of things.
Like when you're playing somebody in poker.
Oh yeah.
You know how you play Hold'em or something.
Well,
people have tendencies.
Well, they're players doing something.
Yeah, like
imagine. Oh, okay.
Yeah, like,
it's not the actual person.
It's the player.
What they're doing.
Yeah,
on the game. Okay.
Like when we're at our family thing and I'm playing against Jalen, right? If like. When you see us playing, like, you'll see us, like, just, it looks like I'm just beating him up.
Right.
And, like, I'm just waiting for him to do something, and then I hit him. It's mainly because, like, I understand when I'm playing Super Smash Brothers, like, it's a fighting game.
Yes.
It's like, imagine if we're actually boxing.
Right.
I'm going back, and I'm waiting for him to do a move, because I feel, like, I notice he gets aggressive, and he wants to hit me, because, like, he's getting frustrated.
You counter him.
So I counter him.
Right, okay.
So, like, that's what I'm talking about, a habit.
Oh.
And for example, like, let's say I'm, like, if you're Mike Tyson, when he is in their face just beating their ass, and, like, they get scared, they're going to do something like a type of flinch.
Right.
Because they're scared.
Right.
And then Mike Tyson's a fucking warrior.
Yeah.
So he'll know he's gonna flinch this way, so I'm gonna hit him here.
Here, yes. Okay, I understand that. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I get that.
So that's what I'm talking about, like the habits in the video game.
I used to think I was good at video games, and I see guys play now. I'm like, I wasn't that good at video games.
Yeah, but like for Call of Duty, you like the shooters in particular, is like you have to hold a position, you have to take control of an area,
right?
And like you have to figure out how are they going to enter my zone, and how am I going to react to, for example, let's say 2 guys are swinging at me at the same time.
It's kind of the same. Like, I understand what you mean, but on the video game, it's kind of the same thing as when I played paintball.
Yeah.
But it was Call of Duty in real life.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Yeah, it is essentially paintball.
So that's what it is. But the thing in Call of Duty is I'm here, and you could see everything here.
Yeah.
In real life, it wasn't the same. Like in the paintball, it was different. Airsoft was worse because those things hurt.
Yeah.
So when I played,
there's a fear factor. Yeah. That's what you know what I mean.
You don't want to get hit because you only have one life. In Call of Duty, you have more than one lives.
Well, like,
but spawn, is that how you say it?
Yeah, but let's say it but that's just
but see,
Call of Duty.
the thing about that, everything's online in front of you.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to worry about what's behind you. You have to turn around. But if you're playing
in real life,
they're all over the place.
Yeah.
And then when you're running through, now there's more back. You can't just like turn around and look. You know, you still have to. And there's people outside it, and it's not as accurate. So like Call of Duty is a lot. I mean, it's a game, and I'm not knocking it down. People are good, but the playing the game on the screen is a lot different than being out in the field.
Oh, I know. I'm not. I know, saying that, but it's like I'm just like I'm expressing like the different kinds of skills.
No, I get that. My disbelief is where they put them in the same category with people that actually do stuff in real life.
Yeah.
You get me?
There should be different categories.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Because you're not going to put that's the same thing. So let's move on.
Oh, I was also going to say
Go ahead.
because you're talking about like, imagine like when a football player can last for, like Tom Brady's lasted for, and he's 43 right now.
Yeah, 20 years.
He's been playing for 20 years.
Right.
For Super Smash Brothers, you're done. Like most video game players are done at 27.
Is it because just mental?
Unless they're like, you can be better. You could do better. It's just you move on.
No, it's like a lot of them, like they just can't keep up with the reaction times of the younger people, and it's like they're playing twice as fast as you are. And it's not because like you could be better. Like, for example, like in Super Smash Brothers, the best player in the world right now is Mango, and he's 32. And that game has one of the fastest reaction times and like input speeds and all that mumbo jumbo. Yeah. But he's the second best player is Zane, and he's like 21. And that game's been out since 2000. But it's because Zane can react way faster than any other of the old heads, and it's because he's younger, and like your reaction time deteriorates after you hit like 25.
But that's actually true even in real life.
Yeah,
that's why you get professional athletes that start they just start fading as far as their play as they get older. That's just a natural thing that happens.
But
you lose everything as you get older.
Yeah, but like that's what I'm. But that was like my other point. Like, like it's not just like
it's a real thing. Yeah, I get you. It's a real thing. I understand that.
Like there is still some kind of like mentality, physicality aspect to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's move on.
Yeah.
It's fun. The best Call of Duty player right now is Chris Simpson, whatever name. Chris Simpler. He's 19 years old.
Yeah.
He's earned $500,000 in Call of Duty tournaments. He's won a couple of tournaments, so he's already considered the world champion of Call of Duty scene. December second.
Yeah, but Call of Duty isn't the top game right now. The top 2 games are Fortnite and...
Fortnite's still up there?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Okay. It's I think Call of Duty I think Call of Duty Warzone's getting higher. Okay. And then but it's still League of Legends. League of Legends is the premier video game. It's a 5v5. So it's a team sport as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go with this next question. Mm-hmm. In your career, what do you think was something that should have changed, or you should have changed, and what do you think? What did you want to work? What should have you worked on, and what should you have changed? What should have changed?
My career playing.
Yeah, when you
should have been a better student.
Yeah,
I should have been a better student. I neglect studies. I prioritized football. I prioritized sports because I just thought I'm gonna play professional football. I don't really need that. And in all honesty, you got to get to the college level in order to even get a shot at playing in the pros. That's first and foremost. And in order to get into college, you got to do good in the classroom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, a lot of these athletes just think like, oh man, I'm good. Like, no. The best talent in almost any sport are not even at the professional level because the guys don't get there.
Yeah.
They don't get to that professional level because they didn't get to the collegiate level and no one saw them play because they didn't do what they needed to do in the classroom to get to the collegiate level. Now, if I could go back, I would be a better student. I wasn't a bad student, but I wasn't good enough where I didn't have a problem getting into college. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I had a problem getting into college because I was like getting C's and D's in the classes that mattered. Now, I had an overall, 2.8 GPA in high school, but they weren't in the classes that were important. You know what I mean? Of course, I got an A in sports or in PE and an A in the what they call the elective classes.
Yeah.
But the classes that you solely need that colleges look at, I didn't do that well, and I did well enough to graduate. I did well enough to play football, but I didn't do well enough to get into a college. I'll never forget a coach told me one time, if you do good in school, if you are doing well enough to get into a college without a sport, that's when you're a good student. Mm-hmm. You want to do as good as you can in academics to be able to get into college with no help from a sport. That's when you're the ultimate student athlete. Mm-hmm. Then, the sport you involve in there with it, and then, the sky's the limit.
And that's what colleges want.
That's what colleges want. And me, I could have been a better student. It's not that I wasn't capable. Mm-hmm. I just neglected it because I didn't think it was that important back then at the time. Now I see it differently now. It's like, man, if I would have took care of business in the classroom, I probably would have made it further.
If you went to Mont, you would have been good.
Probably, because they might have pushed that factor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When I was in high school, nobody told me anything. Hey, good job out there. Mm-hmm. Hey, great job on Friday. You know what I mean? That's all
How many touchdowns you get?
Well, the other thing is I went to private school, so I had a 2.8, but I think it's because the name of my school low-key carried me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you went to Mott, it would have been different.
I mean,
you could have got away with a 2.8 and been able to get.
But I mean, I'm here at a public school, and it's not like the teachers or the administration, nobody cared about what I was doing academically, but I wasn't pushed academically because I wasn't doing bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I still wasn't doing good enough than I should have. So, I had one teacher, my homeroom teacher, Mrs. G. She's the one that really kept on top of me to do as good as I did. I probably would have been worse than that if it wasn't for her. But she was the one that really, really would push me like, hey, look, you're slipping on this, you're slipping on that. Because she was my homeroom teacher for, my whole stay throughout high school. So that person would just let me know, hey, you need to get this together. Because she was a teacher. So to her, like, whatever you do out there on the football field, I don't care.
Yeah.
This is what I care about. What's going on here? And I'd be like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? To where if it was the other way around, you know, but that's what I would change if I could go back.
Okay. And your thoughts on, because you have kids.
Yes.
He has kids.
He
He has 3 girls and a boy. Okay, so your son wants to play football.
Yes.
He's Ricky from. He's Ricky.
He is Ricky. My boy's in the head. He is literally him.
He walks around with football all the time. So
football everywhere.
Your thoughts on him wanting to play football?
My biggest thing is I let him know football is a brutal sport. Like it's brutal.
But isn't it by Chris Mansion?
Oh,
by the beach.
That's his goal. Okay. And he forgot about me. I ain't getting nothing. But you know, football is brutal. Like I think hockey's a really physical sport, but it's not a sport where you have to collide into somebody every time.
No, you
know
don't.
What I mean, you don't. But football, you do. That's part of the game. So I'm okay with him playing football, but I told him if he plays football, he has to. Number one, he has to prepare himself mentally and physically the right way, and then he has to play hard. Because if you don't play hard, that's when things can happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if he does those things, I don't mind. But if I feel when he gets older, obviously, he's not taking that mental route, I would advise him not to do it. Because you're going to end up just getting hurt. You know what I mean? And I'm talking about like the brutal part of it. If he's not physical out there,
yeah,
I'd be like, I don't know if that's what you want to do. Because you're not being physical enough. Somebody that's more physical, they're gonna take your head off, you know. So,
yeah.
You know, it's that. That's what I would tell them.
So how do you help him mentally and physically to accomplish these dreams of playing in the NFL or playing football?
Stay on top of him. Let him know what's important, what to prepare for, what to look at, what to think. You know, we're in this era where these kids want to be on YouTube and TikTok and they want to do all that stuff all day, and he loves that. He loves being on there. It's funny, and I know you might know a little more about this. He loves watching people play games.
Yeah.
And I don't understand that. I'm like, he loves watching these guys do this commentating on their games they're playing. He loves that, and that's fine. That's great entertainment. But he's so addicted to it, he sometimes will take away from other things that he needs to do to prepare for what he wants to do. And I call it getting up off the couch. I said, you never want to play football getting off the couch. And what that means, if you're not doing anything for whatever sport you're preparing for, if you're not doing anything for that, and then when it's time to play the sport, you just get out there and do it. That's what I call getting off the couch.
Off the couch.
Yeah.
You
know,
I do that a lot.
Yeah, we do that all the time. we always say,
but I'm not trying to go big.
That's what I'm saying.
You gonna play golf off the couch?
No, that's okay if you're gonna do it recreationally. You know, if you're gonna just do it for fun or something. But he's over here talking about, I'm gonna get to the highest level of the levels. Well, you're not gonna be able to do it if you're getting up off the couch.
Yeah, because I send you a bunch of videos of like these kids just going through like camps.
Yes.
And
he'll do those things. Don't get me wrong, he'll do them. But it's like, my thing is, if I have to make you do that, then you're not really serious. You gotta want to do this stuff, not me. You know, and I'm a supporter. I tell them all the time, I'm gonna support you in whatever you want to do, but you gotta want to do it. I can't want it more than you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know. When I was playing football, Pop didn't want it more than me. That's what I, this is what I do.
Yeah.
So
same thing with me. Pops tell me if you want to go, you load the truck, load this, get everything ready. And you want to go, you go.
You get it done, and he would support you. So that's where I'm at with him. But I mean, he's only 10 years old, so I don't stress him too much. But I let him know, like, hey, if you want to play at that level, it starts now. You can't wait till you're like a 9th grader in high school and then be like, okay, I'm gung-ho. It's like, no, you got to get yourself ready for it now if you're planning on playing at that level. And then one of the things I tell them all the time, too, is, do you think you're the only kid that wants to
be a top football player?
Be a top football player. And he's like, well, no. And I go, okay. So, there's only so many spots, right? The NFL's not it's open to everybody, but they don't have a place for everybody. Mm-hmm. They only have 55 players that can play on every roster. Actually, 53. So if every team, you have to be one of 53 in order to be able to play on that team. And then there's 32 teams. So I told him, do the math. That's how many players are able to be out there. Mm-hmm. And I go, all these kids your age that are trying to get there too, they're doing the same thing or more than what you're doing. Yeah. So I'm telling them, like, what makes you so special that you got a spot and they don't? Yeah, I go, you got to earn that. You got to go get that. So those are the things I kind of let them know, and then I let them be, because I want him to be a kid, but at the same time I'm gonna put that in his head so he knows.
Yeah, because I see all the drills that these guys do, mm-hmm. and the dads push. The thing about it, I know, in other sports, dads push the kids.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And if you push them too hard,
they're gonna push back.
They're not gonna want to do it.
Well, they
get burned out. They get burned out. They get burned out.
They get burned out.
Kid will go so hard, and then he'll be like, really, again, Right. After you do it a long time, you kind of be like, rethink your whole life.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say something right now that people are gonna get mad at me about, people that are coaches that are in the sports community like I am. Mm-hmm. I don't believe in year-round sports. I don't. Huh. I think, especially when you're a kid, obviously when you're an adult and you're mature enough to know what you want to do, you do what you're going to do. Mm-hmm. But as a kid, I don't think, when you're 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, even 13, maybe when you're 14, 15, and from there you start realizing what you want to do. But the kids, I always feel, play whatever you want. Have them, put them in everything. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I feel like if you're a kid, it's better for you to experience what you want to do.
Yes, but you have these parents that are like, nope, my kid's going to play soccer. Did you ask your kid
if he wanted to play
soccer? If they wanted to play soccer, or they're playing because you told them to play?
Or baseball, or softball, or t-ball.
Whatever it is. That's fine. You want to put your kid in a sport and see if they like it. And they might like it. But then you say, hey, this fall we're going to try this. This spring we're going to try this. This winter we're going to try this. Yeah. And you do that and just see, But, I see kids now, they do soccer all year round. Or they'll do football, they'll play in the season, and when the season's over, they want to start doing workouts and stuff like that, and all they do. I don't condone that. I think when you play football, you play football. But then go wrestle in the winter. Now, don't get me wrong. When you have some free time, go ahead and do your football drills and lift your weights and do your stuff getting ready for the next football season. But at the same time, still go wrestle. Play basketball. Then when the spring comes, go run track. Go play baseball. Do all these other things. Don't just be like, I have kids that literally tell me, oh, nah, coach, I can't play football. That's not my sport. Wait a minute. Are you a professional? Yeah. Mm-hmm. How is it not your sport? If you're Cristiano Ronaldo, you know what I mean? Or you're Tom Brady and you're telling me that, hey, football's not my sport, or Tom Brady's saying, hockey's not my sport. I understand you're a professional. You know what I mean? I get it. But when you're a kid, how are you going to tell me that's not your sport? You don't even know if you never played. You might be really good at it.
Mm-hmm. Tell them, do you know Bo Jackson? Do you know?
Yeah. These dudes,
did you know Michael Jordan played baseball?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I think sometimes it comes from the parents. The parents get what I call tunnel vision. Oh, my kid's a soccer player. No, your kid's a kid. Mm-hmm. Your kid's a kid, and when kids play sports, they're just athletes. Can't say your kid's a soccer player. Cristiano Ronaldo can say he's a soccer player because that's what he does for a living. Mm-hmm. He's a football player, real football, like soccer, I'm saying the name-wise.
F-U-T.
Yeah, the name-wise, he plays soccer. So, that's how I look at it. That's all. I look at it that way.
Nice.
I'm gonna get some crap for that.
Honestly, I totally agree with it.
I look at it.
I see a lot of kids. We're at the sport that I'm in is motocross, and I see these kids year round. But motocross is kind of now year round.
It's a little different.
But no, but the thing is, I understand that. But these kids are in camps. Mm. They only race 6 times a year.
Oh, I get you.
Deegan, he only rides he races the Winter Series, the Pro, the Ponca, LA, I mean, Loretta Lynn's, they only race those, but they're at a camp, like, riding every day.
And these are kids?
Dude, yeah, he's grown up from when he was on 65s and 80s, and they're at the camp.
So, but he's probably he never played baseball or...
No, they send him to camp.
Did anything
else? They send him out there, they ride dirt bikes from their little kids, and then they just go, and they're just, and then they're not even going to school, they're homeschooled.
But they end up being professionals, though, right?
Some of them do, some of them, you know.
I get it.
If you take somebody that doesn't know anything about riding and put them out in the world, making a lot of money, making some money all of a sudden, it's not good luck.
Right, I understand. You're right.
You know, that's the thing. You take them out. There are some kids that really know, but a lot of kids, they're away from their parents at 15, 16 years old, going to a camp.
Right.
Camps, that's where they're living. They're living on a camp. You wake up, you do drills, you go ride motorcycles, you work out, you go eat, you go to sleep, you wake up, you do the same thing over, and you work on your bike, work over and over and over. It's the same thing over and over and over. That's all they do.
Now, what people don't understand from an athlete, especially these kids, getting good at a sport or training for a sport is boring.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, it's boring.
Yeah.
Like even winning is boring.
Yeah.
It really is because you're
I wasn't boring.
Well, I mean, I'm saying from the preparation
But
standpoint.
like even like the other thing is like if you are winning like all the time, you're not challenged.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But in order to get to that point, you're doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. As far as the preparation part of it, you know what I'm saying? It's like people don't understand. You know, you go out there and you're practicing. We practice to learn everything that we're going to do to play a game. Well, practice is very repetitive. You're doing the same thing. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. And I'm just saying from that standpoint, that's boring.
Yep.
It's not nothing that's different all the time, you know. And people that aren't really in sports or playing sports, like fans, they don't understand that part of it.
And to be motivated, do the same thing over and over. Like when I was before when I was racing and learning, like I went and rode. I rode all day.
Right.
And then you come home, you work out. Then you do your schoolwork, and then you wake up the next morning, you're like, another 20, another 30, you know, and there's you have to have motivation to ride.
Yes.
Now I have fun, so I can go out and do.
Right.
I can't do 20 no more because I can only do 8.
But there's no expectation. You have no expectations.
Yeah, I go out and ride and have fun. And when I go to ride, it's different. And now there's a lot of people that go and have fun when we go ride. You know, there's some people that think they're still racing, but they're not. But there's all these other factors. But the kids that are racing, you have to wake up and do it over.
Yes.
And there has to be some kind of mental or some light that you're reaching towards to keep going.
That's why they get burned out if they don't have that. If you don't have a why, you're going to get burned out.
But there's a lot of kids that are really good, and then they go ride, and then they don't. It's just that struggle. Mm-hmm. And then once girls come into play, it's all different.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing. You can put hundreds of thousands of dollars into a kid from when he's in Pop Warner to play football, and then all of a sudden he finds girls in high school, and he's like, oh, you know what, I'm good at this, you know? And then the dad's pretty upset.
Right.
Not you, but we know somebody. You know what I mean?
Or guys.
Or guys,
You spend a lot of money on this, and you're like, this is what we're going to do, right?
Yeah. And I want to do it, and I'm pushing, and all of a sudden he's like...
falls in love.
Yeah. Yep. And it's like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
What's going on? You know,
I don't want to play football no more. I don't want to play baseball no more. You know,
I mean, my son's 10. I haven't got to that point yet, but it could happen. But like, it's just my whole thing with him is even tonight after we're finished here, I'll go home and I'll be like, hey, did you do your push-ups?
He'll be asleep by the time I get home.
No, like maybe not really. He don't have school tomorrow.
It's 11 o'clock.
He don't have school tomorrow, so he'll probably go to bed like 1, 2 in the morning.
Nice.
Only because there's no school yet.
He's like you then, huh? Just night.
Just when there's
not
no
like
school.
Chris, huh? You're not like Chris.
Sometimes.
Up at 3 o'clock in the morning, ready to work out.
Yeah, like that's her. She's great. But like I'll go home and I'll tell him, hey, did you do your push-ups or your sit-ups today? And he'll be like, I gotta do them again. Yeah, you have to do it every day.
Yeah.
Because you're preparing your body for when you start football in June. You know, and he's a kid, I get it. But in his head, he's kind of like, why do I got to do it every day?
Yeah.
You know? I try to get that for him to understand that, and that, like, he'll do it, but I'm trying to get him to understand why, you know? He's more so, I'm going to do it because my dad said, but I don't want it to be to that point. I want him to do it because he knows he should to get to where he wants to get. And that's the struggle I have with him. But then again, he's only 10, you know. So.
What about your other kids? Caitlin, she was a track star. Yeah. And then she went and raced the nationals and thought, reality caught up.
She went in there and she was like, Dad, these girls are fast. And I was like, I tried to tell you, you know. Jasmine is my, like, I think she's just going to be an entrepreneur when she, you know, she gets older. She does sports, but I think it's just more fun for her. She's not trying to be a pro. She's like, I'm just going to do this and have fun, but, you know, I'm here. Arlin, you know, we already talked about what he wants to do, but then Brooklyn, that's another story. I honestly think Brooklyn is my best athlete. That girl is phenomenal at everything. I'll never forget, at the time she was 6, and Arlin was playing with a bunch of 8, 9-year-olds, flag football. They were just playing flag. And the kids played, they played their flag football game or whatever, and then they were done. And, you know, kids, we had like a little pizza party for them or whatever, and we're in the back, like outside. So the kids, want to run around and play or whatever. So some of the football kids wanted to play tag with her. And one of the kids, they were like, okay, they told him, tag, you're it. And he's looking around for kids, so he sees Brooklyn. He's like, well, shoot, I could tag her. Cool, I'm going to tag her, then I'm good, So he went to tag her, and she took off. And he's running after her, and parents are like looking at me like, do you not see this? I mean, nobody could catch the girl. She was just gone, And I'm like, yeah. They're like, man, why didn't you put her out there to play flag football?
And she does it with attitude.
Yes. God. So they're telling me, like, she should be on the flag football team. And I'm like, no. And they're like, well, why? I go, because if you throw her the football, she's going to look at you and throw it back. Like, to her, this is just fun. Right now you're having fun. When you do something with her and she don't want to do it, she's not going to do it. That's just her.
We got a funny story.
Yes.
Everybody wants to hear this.
Okay.
When Brooklyn wanted to play when Brooklyn was playing softball. And the helmet. Go ahead.
So this is exactly what I'm talking
about. Tell everybody out here.
Oh yes.
This is Brooklyn.
And some of your viewers might have been there.
Yeah.
Because I ran into people and they're like, was your daughter the one that X, Y, and Z? So when Brooklyn was about, I would say maybe 5, she was playing softball, coach pitch. So it was one where the coaches pitch you the ball and you hit it.
Mm-hmm. But she didn't want to play, right?
No,
what happened the first year? She didn't want to play, right?
Well, no, the first year she didn't play. We couldn't find a team. She was too young.
Okay.
We couldn't find her a team like to do T-ball at 4. Mm-hmm. We couldn't. So then we found a team at 5, but she just jumped from T-ball and went straight to coach pitch. Mm-hmm. She was like, whatever, you know what I mean? So don't get me wrong, she loved to hit the ball. I'm getting that bat and I'm hitting. She'd hit the ball and she'd run to first base, but she only wanted to run to first base. After first base, I'm good. I'm going back, to the dugout. Like, no, Brooklyn, you got to continue. Get somebody else out here to run for me. I'm good.
I'm the pitch hitter. Yeah. I'm the fastest.
That's it. I get to first base, I'm good. Mm-hmm. And then, she's like, it's just too hot out here. I don't, this is that. Well, when you play at softball, when you're playing at that level, they put a helmet on you. She had a helmet on. So when it was time to go out on the field to play defense, she went out there with her helmet on. And we're like, Brooklyn, you can't go out there with your helmet on. Why? There's no rule that says, yes, you can. Can't go out there with your helmet on. You wear a hat. It's too hot out here. I want to wear my helmet. You can't wear the helmet. Well, if I can't wear the helmet, I quit. She took the helmet off, threw it, and left and never played again. She was done.
What about the snack after?
Oh, so not participating. She quit. She was done. That was it. And then when the game was over, you have your parent that brings snacks for the kids. So parents brought snacks for the kid. Boy, she was the first one in line for the snacks. She was right there and we're like, Brooklyn, you don't get a snack. Why? I go, because you quit. No, I didn't quit. Yes, you did. You didn't play you didn't play the rest of the game. You quit. And she's like, well, I want my snack. Well, the snack's for players. Mm. You're no longer a player. Oh, well, I am right now. I want my snack. She stayed there for a snack, but she didn't want to play no more. So, but that's just her. That's how she is. She's more of that kid that I'm going to do what I want when I want to do it, but she's just so physically athletic. So I don't know. I don't know what's. She's only 8, so I still got my fingers crossed. See what happens.
Bugman's attitude is
next year she's gonna win the Junior Olympics,
hilarious.
Right? Yeah, she ran in the Junior Olympics last year, and then she'll make it this year. But
she's gonna win this year, though, right?
See, that's the thing. I don't know. Like even right now, where we started running track already, and her attitude is already like, "Why do I have to do this? We're still on vacation. I haven't even started school yet." And it's like, oh my gosh, kid. All right, but she's a tough one. She is.
She's fast.
Yeah, very fast. She can go.
She runs with attitude too.
Like, man.
I think she runs for the when she was running, that time we went and seen her, and she came around, she was running. Everybody's like Brooklyn. She kind of went, and then she was cruising. Mm-hmm. And then she just looked at everybody in the stands, and then just started running. Like the last leg where she's supposed to click up, she was gone. Like she's gone. I think she likes that part. Like the people cheering, she likes that.
Yeah.
Because when she beat that girl, the one she was getting revenge on, and she stopped at the finish line, turned around, looked at her. That was mean, dude. But
what's crazy is that girl beat her. So the race before that, the girl beat her, which is a qualifying, but she still ran a fast enough time to qualify for the next round. But she got second, and the girl was all happy or whatever, and Brooklyn looked over at her and was like, "Why, I let you win?" It's like, everybody's, "What?" And the girl's all, "Oh, no, I beat you. No, I let you win." Yeah. You'll see. And then in that final, she ran against her and just tore her up. That's why she turned and looked at her.
She stopped at the finish line, turned around, and waited for the girl to walk by. And the girl didn't pay attention to her. Yeah. She was like, I got second, and ran by, and woohoo, I got second. Brooklyn stared at her the whole way
she
up.
Had just told her the race before, I let you win.
Dude.
Yeah.
But that's just her, man. That's her.
That's like peak Slayton gene. That's the peak Slayton gene.
I don't know who does that.
Huh?
Who does that?
No. It's just talking. It's just talking. Yeah. Dude, you do that.
What are you talking about?
You do that.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
What?
All right. When you walk into the room.
What room?
And we're playing Pulp Fantasy. What's the first thing you say? The champ is here.
Well, we know that though.
Yes,
but that's 3 years in a row.
Yeah, but that's peak
4 years in a row.
That's peak Slayton.
I'm just letting you guys know. The champ is here. That's the champ is here.
But see, your dad ain't letting nobody win.
Exactly.
Though. I would, if you guys win, you win. What do you mean not letting you win?
No. It's just that.
No, I'm saying like Brooklyn, she gonna let a girl win and then come back and be like,
no, I'm not.
I'm gonna beat you because I feel like it.
No, I'm not gonna let you win.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we right. We on.
But that's all. I feel like she's the only one that does that. But it's like to a fuller level than all of us.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna try and let you. I'm not gonna let you win.
Like
golf. No.
Right. Maybe because she's only 8, but it's.
Pop's gonna get Arlin when we play golf.
Oh no.
Okay, everybody out here, Pop's gonna get Arlin when we play. Arlin has some brand new clubs.
But we gotta record the swing.
I played once. Huh? Pop swing.
Oh no. I'm telling you.
New Pops.
What he has, the dementia, that little bit of dementia, he forgets everything. He's good now. I'm serious.
The mechanics, everything.
Dude, he played. I was watching him. Like I showed him something, and so he don't remember what he did before.
Right. So he just copies.
So this is what he told me. So we're playing. This is how I fixed it. That's all. Well, we worked on it. He's swinging, and he was like, okay, we're doing it, and he kept like trying to do like, what am I doing wrong? I said, what did you do the last one? He goes, I don't remember. I go do that. He goes, what do you mean? I said, you keep trying to remember, and your short-term memory is not that great.
Right.
So you don't remember what you did. I just go hit the ball.
Right.
I said, trying to fix it and turn it and just swing on the ball. Mm-hmm. So he hit it. And he hit, like, I was like, whoa, he's hitting 150, 175 yards. I'm like, woo, wow. Like, and straight, everybody. This Pops has one of the ugliest swings.
Yeah, he was chopping wood before.
I have it recorded.
Okay, so Pops is playing, and we're going to play. So he keeps swinging, and it's getting straight. Then he hits one off, and he's like, what am I doing? I said, you're thinking about what you were trying to do. Uh-huh. I go, you don't remember what you did, right? And go, no, then just hit the ball again.
Yeah.
Don't try and think of what you need to do right. Whenever you're swinging, it's right. Just put the ball here, put the ball there, hit it. So he was doing it. He got it. So then we went to go. He goes, let's go play a game. I'm like, oh, he cocky. all of a sudden he's cocky because we're hitting and right he's swinging whatever, and then he tells me, hit the back fence, hit the pole, and I'm like, man, I didn't swing. I haven't swung pop in years or so.
Right.
So I pull out the driver. I couldn't hit it with the driver. It was going, but it wasn't going far enough. So I pull out my 3. My little dog, and I hit it, but I hit the fence, not the pole. He goes, "What happened?" I'm like, "I hit the fence, the fence."
Yeah.
Yeah, but you didn't hit the pole. You were off by 2. I'm like, wow. When did I become Tiger Woods?
Right,
Rory McIlroy.
Right.
Like when did I become this guy? So whatever. So now he's all let's play.
That's peak Slayton, dude.
Now he's all let's play. He thinks he's in my head. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So we go play, and we're playing the par 3 Monterey Park.
Yeah.
First one's par 4. So I go and I hit a decent shot to the left of the. They put bunkers now, dude. They put a lot of sand on there.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So right in front of the hole, the first hole.
Yeah.
There's a big sand trap in front, but I hit it to the left, so I would be on the side of it, so I'd go across.
Yeah.
So he hits a good shot. He went past the first sand trap right there and straight in the green. Okay. So then he goes. He missed one because he was thinking, and then he missed it. Then he hit the next one. He got right before the bunker. Then he got on. Then he 3-putted in, 2-putted in, 3-putted in. He 3-putted in.
Par.
Pops, what you got? I got 3 or 4. Damn, that dementia's kicking in, yo. I said, no, really, what'd you get? He goes, yeah, I think I got 4. I'm like, all right. I write down 4. Can't argue with them.
Right.
We can't argue with them. So then we get to the next hole, and I had 6 because I messed up. You
double parted?
Yeah, no, double parted. So I messed up. Whatever, I'm good. Went to the next hole, and I went first. I said, "You're ahead. You gotta go first." He goes, "No, you go first," because he had to find his tee.
Right.
And so he wasn't teeing up and everything no more. Remember how he usually tees up?
He'd tee up on.
He's not teeing up on all of them.
Okay.
That's how he's playing better.
He's hitting from the grass.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I said. So now we got off the tee on the second one, and I go up and I hit it up, and I got a little bit too much to the right. Bounce goes down the hill. Because right there,
it's downhill one.
I messed up. So Pops gets in the middle, and then I'm watching. He hits again, and he gets again, and I go down the hill and I go, "Pops, here I come!" I hit it up, get in the green, and then I 2-putt in. So I'm at 4, 1 over. Okay, Pops, what'd you get? I got 3. Damn, I'm just digging the hole, dude. I'm digging it. Right. I'm like, you sure? He goes, 1, 2, yeah. Wow.
He only counts the good.
I'm like, well, I go like seriously, Pop, like you must have like that. That's working. I go, you know what? I figured out how the senior tour works. I told I figured out how the senior tour works. They must have dementia. They get, they only count a couple strokes. They forget a couple in between, so they're good.
They count the good ones.
Yeah. So now we have the downhill one.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, man, I got to start playing. So now I got to really try to play. Because first I'm just like, Pop, this is have fun.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm serious. So I hit off the top one, and then the ones down the hill. I get it down, and I hit. I don't know how I hit. Usually my hits are good. I went top, bounces over. I'm like, what the hell? Mm-hmm. This guy, I don't know what, I thought he hit it with the putter the way he hit it, right? Mm-hmm. But he hits it thin, and it bounces up. It's going fast, and it hits, and it goes all the way down the hill. Yeah. Rolls up. He's 4 feet from the hole, dude. I'm like, stop. So I get down there. I hit it up. I'm 5. I'm 2 over. I'm like, oh, man, like this is. What's he get? 2. No, he didn't get 2. He got 3. On like in green, no 3 in the from the green, 3 on the green. Right. So he had 4.
Right.
He got 2.
Because he didn't count them.
No, so I'm like, man, this guy. And I'm like, Pop, are you sure? He's like, yeah. I said, well, count him. He said, like, look, 1, because you know how it's on the hill.
Yeah.
Well, he hit it and it rolled down and then went down the hill.
Yeah.
Then he had to hit it back up the hill. Then he tapped it in.
So he only counted
The tip in. The tip in. The tip in. That's how I counted. So I'm like, man. So I'm behind. Remember I called you? I called Jordan.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm like 6 behind this guy. And we're a whole 7, right?
Should have told him, Pop, you playing like this, you got to be in the PGA.
Yeah, that's what I told him. I go, man, you in the, whatever. So, that hole, I don't know, he like fell apart. And I called him out. I had to call him out. Like, you doubled this one, Pop.
Right.
Okay? So I got 3 back there, and then I got 3 back the other one. So now we're going into the last 2 holes. Mm-hmm. These other guys finally caught us. So I told them, come on, play. So they played on, they caught us, and then I was going to let them play 3. He goes, no, I'll play with you. So he watches. One of the guys watching. And I tell Pop, what do you get? He goes, 4. And the guy goes, 4? I'm like, that's what I'm dealing with. That's what I'm dealing with. I said, Pop, are you sure? He's like, yeah, 4. And I said, what about that one over there? He goes, okay, 5 then. All right, then, thank you. Got me an extra. So now we're even going into the last hole. The guys are playing with us now, so we drive off. And the last hole, I drive pretty good. Mm-hmm. But they put bunkers across the whole front now. The whole front has bunkers.
Okay.
So
that's fine. I hit to the right anyway.
Yeah, so I got it. One of those guys hit it up. They both hit up on the hill. Mm-hmm. I went straight down the middle. I'm at the bottom, right in front of the bunkers. Pop hit it to the fence because he tried to go for it. I said, Pop, don't try. Just get it out there. Get it. Mm-hmm. 3 on, get in. Whatever. Right. No, he tried to kill it. So trying to kill it, hit the fence here, then bounce there, hit that fence there, to bounce there, hit the tree, and he's just all over the place. What? Get to the end. What you got, Pops? 4. What you got? I'm like, I said, I parred that one. I got a 4. He goes, yeah, I think I got 4. I said, what about the one that hit the tree? He goes, yeah, that one. I go, what about the one that hit the fence? He goes, yeah, that one. I said, what about the one that went in the bunker? Yeah, that one. I said, so how many times to get you in the hole? He goes, I don't know. I got 4. I said, Pop, 1, 2, 3. We'll give you that. Then the sand, that's 4, right? So you didn't go from the sand in the hole. You didn't. All these people are watching. Yeah. I should have brought my phone out, but all these people are watching. He's like, okay, well, 6. I'm like, okay, cool. I won. Thank you. I was good. I saw him. I had the scorecard. I'm like seriously, if he got 4, we tied.
Right.
I got to call him out. So I finally call him out, and he goes, okay, I got 6. I'm like, yes, I won. I thought seriously I was going to lose to Pops. I was playing serious, and I hadn't played in 2 years, and I had to really up my game.
Pops ain't played in like 6.
No, he played before.
No,
we played. Yeah, we played.
Oh.
Yeah, we played. You don't know. We go play here and there. We go to Bonnet Park. We went to a couple.
You just don't go with us.
Yeah, you remember we invite you a lot.
Well, I had to go to that. I had to.
Yeah, I know. You got stuff to, you always got stuff to do. Okay. Every time we go to play, you just busy.
I know. Yeah.
That's fine. Pops always wants to get Kiki to go play out there. He wants to get Jalen to go play out there. I said, Pop, let's just go play.
They're not going to go.
If they go play, we got to get them. No, we don't.
Right.
Who's here right now playing? Okay, that's what we need. We'll invite them.
They're not going to go.
We invite. That's it. You want to go play? We're leaving at this time. If you ain't ready, you ain't going. Mm-hmm. I go work hard and go play. One of these days. El Nino came pretty much. That's what happened. That's what this is kind of. Oh, yeah. Pretty much like an El Nino. Yeah. He's here. All this rain, we got him. But yeah, that's so. One of these days, we'll get you out there. And
but they can't play in the rain.
Dust those clouds off. Dust those clubs off. I mean, they brand new.
I played once. With them.
Nice.
That's it.
Baller.
Yeah, he just. I got some money, buy some clubs.
I got a good deal on them.
Put them there in the corner. We play them once in a while. Jordan got some good clubs too. I think you guys got the same clubs.
You using the Callaways?
Yeah, I got some.
See, you guys. Damn, how can I be down?
Granted, mine are hand-me-downs.
Huh?
Mine are hand-me-downs.
Doesn't matter. They're still Callaways.
Yeah, but they've been used.
Pop's got
They've been.
He still went
pings.
to Taylor's?
No, I think I got pings.
Got the pings.
I think I bought him pings, right?
Yeah, pings.
Yeah, I bought him pings. Right. He killed the pings though. Well, no, he don't really use his pings. He used that one hybrid club.
Oh yeah.
And that driver club. That's what he used the whole time. He used maybe the wedge twice, but that's when he messed up.
He doesn't use the putter.
Oh yeah, he uses the putter. Oh. Yeah, the putter with the money on it.
Yeah. That's a ping. It's a ping putter.
Yeah, that putter's money. But everything else, putter's money. Yeah, he's out there. Yeah, yeah. We played. We did our thing. But he walked the whole thing.
It's wild.
A 9-hole or?
Yeah, the 9-hole. It's Monterey Park, so it's not big,
yeah.
but it's up and downhill. Yeah, he walked in. Came back happy. They said that he was happy the whole day.
That's good.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what we need to do more. Get him out there and almost beat me. We go play a big course. Ooh, we're in trouble, dude. If we go play a big course, I think he got me.
Am I gonna? Are we gonna go and I'm gonna be off the couch like completely?
Yes.
What, like a par 6?
Yeah.
Par 5?
Yeah, real par, like a 72, a 79, 74 hole. Yeah, we gotta play one of those.
Like so, like are we gonna do like
Eaton Canyon.
Eaton Canyon?
Yes.
Eaton Canyon's, but it's only a 9-hole.
Yeah, but that's fine. That's all we need.
They have
That's a lot
par
fun.
5s though.
Yeah.
They got like 3 or 4 par 5s.
We could also play on Pasadena. That's 9-2, but it's a big course.
Yeah.
Pop's gonna kill us. We can go play Whittier Narrows. I hate Whittier Narrows.
I've never played that.
I hate that place.
I'd rather go Eaton Canyon.
Dude, Whittier Narrows, I don't know how, but I cannot play that course. I can play Arcadia. I mean, I can play Almanzar, but not the last time we played. I tried playing with the separated shoulder, and I found out you can't.
Well, Manzer, it's all their hit off mats are all artificial.
Yeah, but I tried playing, but I can't play with, like, I went and played with him and Louis.
Yeah.
And I thought, I'll play like regular. And I went to play, and every time I swung, it felt like seriously it was two different pieces. It was two different pieces. Every time I swung, I was like, what's wrong? Like, why can't I swing? And my ball was going this way, that way, and it's never done that before.
Right.
Yeah. You know what's my favorite thing? The more Louis gets lessons, the worse he becomes.
That's how it happens.
Yeah. Because he's killing it.
You think too much?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You start thinking about what you're doing. Like me, when I was playing, me and him were playing, and I was like, oh, good, I'll swing. And I went to swing, and I'm like, my mind is like, this does not feel right.
Right.
What's wrong? And I didn't understand. I knew my shoulders messed up, but the separation, how it's separated, I thought it was healed. Well, it was healed, but it was just, it's different.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, doesn't
It's
connect.
tighter.
No, it doesn't connect the same. And when you swing, it feels like your arm doesn't, it's not doing the same thing. Now I figured it out. Now that I went to play last time, I go, oh, now I see it.
Yeah.
But I was trying to figure out, what's wrong? Like, why is my swing so horrible? You know, because I had two separated shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
One just got healed, and I'm like, but now I figured out, oh, that's what it is. You just got to not think about it. I'm going to let my brain get in the way, Tin Cup. Yeah, that's what we do. We got to go. All of us go out there, foursome. Foursome.
We could also make Louis go.
That'll be a five-some.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm good. I'm ready. A lot of time. We got to do 9 will be about 4 hours with Pops.
Ooh. We gotta go early.
Yes.
We gotta go on a weekend.
Yeah, Pops is no hurry. He ain't in no hurry. He ain't in no
Chilling
hurry. Yeah, he's you on his time.
Mm-hmm. You out here enjoying views.
He's lived 88 years for a reason.
Right.
Conservation of energy.
We just move. Yeah, so he gonna be ready.
I can't wait to aim left to go right. It's my favorite.
Yeah. I just want to see this guy.
And what pisses me off is when I hit straight.
Yeah. I'm gonna wait for Arlin. Arlin uses all upper body.
Yeah.
He swings with his wrist and his arms and hands. We're gonna have fun. Get out there. Yep. No, pretty soon we're gonna have our own tournament.
I need to put a golf tournament together.
We're gonna do one. We could do one.
Do with all a legacy tournament of all your friends.
Like a fundraiser.
We could do this.
Yeah, I want to do that. I need to do that.
We could probably do you could probably do Winter Narrows, or you may be able to do Almanzar. They might. It's just have to rent the course out for that, and then you do so many hours because you rent it out for the first hours. Or you could probably do California, the one off of the 605 and 60. You might be able to do that one. They do a lot because it's a private country club.
Yeah.
And they have time. So if you do a private one, it's easier. But if you know, and also Joe, they might be able to get you. They might be able to get you Montebello.
Okay.
What's it called?
I know what you're talking about.
Montebello.
It's
Not Grant.
the one off the 60, right?
Yeah, Montebello.
That's Quiet Canyon?
Quiet Canyon.
Yeah.
Quiet Canyon. Quiet Canyon.
Mm-hmm.
The Quiet Canyon. All right, well, we had fun again.
Mm-hmm.
This is beginning to be fun.
It's beginning to be fun?
Yes. No, it's been fun. You know what's funny is, do you guys hear echo?
I don't hear an echo.
No? You don't hear an echo?
Oh, you got the bougie headphones on.
All right, everybody. We're out here. We had fun. We learned a lot about Arlin here.
Rosemead football.
You guys heard a lot about Arlin. We're gonna get a tournament together for Arlin. We're gonna make a golf tournament. 24 Slayton and Rosemead and who else? That's it. Okay, 24 Slayton and Rosemead. We're gonna make a golf tournament. Okay, to raise some money for their new uniforms because they about to go to CIF and get past the first round.
I got past the first round. I didn't get past the second.
Okay, they get past second round. They're about to do it. He got his quarterback's ready. His first year last year. So.
Yeah, he's gonna be good.
Yeah, he'll be ready.
All right.
All right. Well, we can sign Jordan up. He's a little old, but he still looked like he in high school.
Assistant coach.
No, you're gonna play.
Oh, I'll play. Bet. Yeah, if I worked out and like I really trained, I think I could do something.
Yeah.
I believe.
You can be water boy.
Yeah.
Better than water boy.
Yeah. You know, like
Yeah.
Mama always said.
Mama say.
Mama said that alligators always so angry because they got all them teeth and no toothbrush.
Yep. That's what they do. All right, everybody.
Right.
Like and subscribe. Make some comments. Give us some comments. Tell us what you like. We're trying to make this a little better, week by week, day by day.
Hour by hour.
Yes, hour by hour, or a couple hours by a couple hours. But we're doing it. All right. Thanks a lot.